Welcome into Krakenhits' first Pokemon Go tournament. In the championship, we got MoeMallow versus Abel. It's your boy Timbo as a host, and my co-host is
Studz McGee. Hi.
Yeah, we got Studz McGee in here. And so coming in, Lantern's getting off the surf, and Cresselia is such a bulky mon that it doesn't really have to shield here.
Dude, there's a reason why Cresselia is one of the best Pokemon in the league right now. It has the grass coverage for all the prickly water types, the thick ground types, but it's also got the choice in the fairy option and the psychic option to kind of mix it up for big damaging attacks.
I agree. Like you said, one of the top right now. It's actually number one on PvP Poke. It took Lickitung's spot, and so everyone used Cresselia, but I feel like it's going to get a lot more play because recently they had that raid hour event where you can get the 1200, so a lot of people are going to be running Cresselia in Great League.
Which means we're going to see a lot more Mandabuzz's Dark-type Pokemon to try and handle that thing. This is a bad, or not bad, but kind of an even battle right now between these two very thick Pokemon.
Yeah, especially because Mandibuzz is a flying type, so Whiscash can't hurt too much on the ground end, and vice versa. Whiscash is just so bulky, so neither should be using shields in scenarios like this where they're just chipping for chipping back and forth.
I wonder if something like Switch Advantage would come into play here, but when you're down a shield, would you use it?
That's a good question. I mean, it's a hard choice. I feel like it's some switches should be happening at some point. But
oh, he got the attack drop there. No shield? Okay. So he decides to let the Whiscash go here and goes into the Gligar.
Encounters with the Lantern and comes back with the catch. Oh my, that was like 3-4 swaps in one. Comes back in, and we're back to what we started with, Lantern and Cresselia, and we know Cresselia is not going to use that shield because it's so bulky.
You got to wonder if Abel was just waiting for that swap, knowing that they're going to come after his Gligar.
Yeah, and it's insane because Cresselia is still overcharged, and so it has one more Grass Knot in the back ready to go.
Dude, it's 2 shields against none. This isn't looking good, too good for Mallow right now, but there are moves Mallow can play to win.
Mallow's still in it for sure. That Grass Knot helps, and then coming in with another Surf, and at some point, what Abel use is shields.
No, we're not protecting the Crest here. No kill!
The Crest survives us to get one more.
Oh, okay. A little more chip damage.
It doesn't hurt to get more chip. We were seeing if it got that last Grass Knot, couldn't get it. But now Gligar and its force uses shield because Lantern Surf would hit it like a TRUCK, a truck.
It would kill it, right? No, not outright, but very close. He can overcharge here, doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this is the Manabuzz. Okay.
The Manabuzz is in, and so apparently no shield will be coming in, which is great because Gligar being ground, the Aerial Ace wouldn't hurt, and then after the Dark move wouldn't do too much on it, and so now the Gligar is getting its lick back with its own flying type move.
Nice. That'll get the kill, and now we have a tough option here. We've got one more shield we have to burn through before you'll be able to kill this thing.
So I love how Mallow is waiting to get that swap clock, wait some time, and now Annihilate comes back, which Annihilate's a huge threat versus Gligar. Having Ice Punch, it's a quick move that can get charged and does monster damage in a scenario like this.
Oh my Lanta, this will hurt. It doesn't kill! The Ice Punch gets off!
The Ice Punch stays in. Oh my goodness. Ice Punch gets off, 1 HP. You have to use that shield on Gligar.
Okay, who's in the back? The Lantern? Lantern could surf and kill here.
Lantern's in the back. Does he get this?
No, GG.
The dig is ready from Gligar, and you can see Abel with the smirk and the head nod that he knows got that move. And they're both talking, chatting it up. We love it. Friendly competition out here, and that's gonna lead us into Game 2, Chargerbug versus Chargerbug matchup.
Okay, we've got a nice even matchup here. It's gonna take 3 for the first move to get chucked out, and then 2 for the next one. Both trying to get it off. We're going to let it go through.
Both try to get off, so it looks like Mallow has a higher attack because the CMP charge. They both were hidden. And it comes in, and neither should really use shield. It's a nice little mirror match here with Chargerbug, who's getting a lot more play in the Great League recently. So,
well, I mean, with the rampant Cresselia, the bug type option is super nice.
Yeah, that's true. And it catches the swap. Oh man,
dude, that's huge. He's got a charged up Chargebug in the back, and now he can get a little bit of extra charge started on the Gligar going into the Mandibuzz switch right now.
And I'm loving it because Mallow brought back in Mandibuzz just like Abel brought back in Gligar, but we do see a little bit of change because they both brought Charger Bug. So they're keeping their core the same but switching around. Because you can see on Mallow's they got Wishcash and Gligar. Started with the Charger Bug. Or on Abel, I'm sorry. And Mallow brought in... Trying to see. Brought in Poliwrath this time.
Oh, okay. Well, that will be an interesting situation. The Gligar here isn't worth protecting then.
Oh, no. I don't think it's worth protecting. You got the Aerial Ace, and then after Dig when it hurt. And Mandibuzz is a problem. It's super bulky. I feel like Mandibuzz is kind of slept on. I don't know.
It is. It is kind of slept on. I think it's because it's just a goofy looking bird.
It is a goofy bird. Kind of like how you said earlier, like Cresselia is getting so much play that you need kind of that Mandibuzz, that Charger Bug.
Right.
As Cresselia, it's always been well in Great League, but because of the raid hour and a lot more people using it, you have to find counters, which raises Charger Bug and Mandibuzz stock a lot.
Dude, it does, and you want something that can chew away at the thickness, those defensive walls, right? That's a big part of these leagues, is being able to chew up those extra hits when you have to eat a hit, you know?
You have to. And Charger Bug actually gets it off. One more move, and we're going to see a no shield here, which is a great move by Mallow because, well, you can say it for Poliwrath. Poliwrath is a threat and should be a surprise to Abel.
This also gives Abel switch advantage, right? He gets to pick his Pokemon.
He is wasting the switch clock. You're right. Yeah, you're right. That is true. Comes in with the Wish Cast.
This is actually smart here because this gives him the option, right, to still have that Gligar as a switch option later.
It's true because the Gligar is low, so it gives Wishcast a little bit of HP and try to catch a swap, which we seen last match with the Cresselia. Caught a great swap. Ooh, tried to catch there, but actually missed. Yeah,
and missed, and now, oh, dude, Mallow being on their toes and making sure that they didn't tap too quick there.
Yeah, and coming in, finally getting a shield off Abel. One thing I have to say about Abel's gameplay is that he loves to save his shield. He must have a lot of rank 1 Mons because he doesn't use shields a lot, so he must know.
Or he's very patient. He knows that in the end game, he's going to want those shields. He's not going to want to lose them. All right. This is a good time for him to really get some moves out, try to eat up the shields, and get some damage off on this Poliwrath.
That's true, and I know you guys can't hear it, but you could see Abel saying GG's. He apparently thinks it's over because of what happened, and so we're going to see how this pans out. And it comes with the Mud Bomb, so Mallow could get the Icy Wind off, but goes for the Scald, which takes more energy.
The Scald, oh, he shields. Dude, the Icy Wind would have been smart there to take. It must be over. He must just think it's over.
That's kind of a risky play because Abel still had a shield, so the Icy Wind would have burned the shield, would have made the attack go down, so it wouldn't do much damage. So to go for Scald, now it's getting to the wire. He gets to the Icy Wind.
Oh, that's about as close as it gets. It's questionable if he should have done the Icy Wind knowing that his opponent had the shield up.
That is questionable. I mean, it panned out in this situation, the scenario, but I don't know if it will every time, but that does lead us in to match 3. And you see Abel is firm on this Shadow Gligar, and probably because you guys can see the matchups on the screen. When you do have a tournament, they do get the team sheet so they know what they're running and their Mons, the CP and move. So Abel probably sees a lot of strength and potential with this Gligar against Mallow's team here on the left.
Yeah, but this Gligar is taking a whole lot of damage, and we've got the swap into Mandibuzz right now.
Ooh, the swap in the Mandibuzz. And one thing I have to tap on is Mallow getting to the championship. I might have to post it at the end of this video, but Mallow lost in round 1, went to the losers bracket, and won five rounds in a row to get to the championship. Dude, which is insane. I gotta give credit to Mallow. That's insane.
Dude, that must be crazy, like mental strength and perseverance to be able to lose in the first match, but still come back and make it to the championship.
Yeah, that is mental strength. And to be in a championship against Abel, because Abel last season was legend rank with 3,400. Abel is a problem. So for Mallow to go losing the first round and getting here, to go 1-1 best of 5,
right? This
is gonna be an insane matchup, and I give credit to both of the trainers here and their Mons because they came to play and they're locked in.
Dude, we've got the Air Slash, or no, which move is this now?
Aerial Ace from Mandibuzz. The Aerial Ace coming in. And Charger Bug actually shields right there.
Dude, he wants switch advantage going into the last Mons in the last half of this battle.
That's true. Wants to switch advantage, and it's great because Mallow has no more shields left. Abel holding on to shield as always, holding on to those shields to the end. So Mallow wasting a little bit of the swap clock to bring in Lantern, which is a great swap, honestly.
Ooh, okay, so we're gonna go in for the lunge. No, Bug Buzz. No, which move is this? X Scissor. There we go.
The good old X Scissor by Charger Bug coming in. And another swap catch that catches.
Dude, Abel's so good at catching the swap. We're going to get the kill on the Lantern. He's going to come out. He's going to be able to go for 2 of these. Back to back. Aerial aces here. This is going to be big damage. And he's still got the Charger Bug alive in the back.
Just like Studz said, back-to-back like Kobe and Shaq to get double aerial ace on a fighting type like Poliwrath, and Mallow smiling over there. He knows that those 2 aerial aces are going to do monster damage.
And it does. Jeez, good game. Abel showing why his legend rank elo.
Yeah, and I just love how after each match they're talking and smiling and just going back and forth, showing that love and the competitiveness. But that brings us in to round 4. We got Abel with 2 wins, Mallow at 1. So if Mallow loses this, that will be the end of the championship, the end of the tournament. Abel will be the winner. But if Mallow can pull this off, it will put us to a game 5. And if they go to game 5 and Mallow wins, it'll be a bracket reset. They'll have to run another 5. So let's see how they pull this through. And we know Abel coming in with that Shadow Gligar, as always, and Mallow bringing in that Mandibuzz that we've seen in every match so far, I believe.
Right. I believe that these are the core of these teams right now. The Mandibuzz, the Gligar. He's worried about the Crest appearing. He's worried about the Annihilate and the Charger Bug appearing. And these 2 things keep those Pokemon in check.
That's true. Like, these 2 are the core for each of them, and they've been building around it pretty well. I mean, they've been going back and forth on these wins and losses in these matches, and so it looks like Abel in the back has Cresselia and Charger Bug, and then Mallow in the back has, well, Mandibuzz in the front, and in the back has...
Oh, he got it off. He'll get switch advantage here if there's no shield.
If there's no shield, and
there
I believe...
is.
No shield.
Okay, so switch advantage going to Abel, which is going to be huge here. Especially giving him a chance to respond to whatever's in the back.
And you know what's huge is that I believe this is one of the few times that Mallow has shield advantage over Abel. Abel used 1 shield earlier and down the shield. And so now, even on the Mont, even on the HP, but the difference is Mallow has 1 extra shield. So if Mallow can use that to his advantage, because Mallow's been under shield every match so far.
Right, he's always been on the back foot, yep.
Yeah. And it's, when you have 1 shield, you have to play a little less aggressive. Like you said, on that back foot, seeing what they can shoot. But now, this gives the opportunity for Mallow to be more aggressive.
Dude, we got the Lantern switching in. Both went into their Charger Bugs.
And the Chargies are back. Just like in round 2, that Charger Bug startup, the 2 Chargies going back to back.
So you got to wonder what both players are starting to think here. Because, right, they know what the other player has, right? So is this a hold the shields situation? Is this be a super aggressive situation? I wonder what they're thinking.
And it looks like Mallow decides to use the shield, which is, now it gives, well, we want Mallow to be aggressive. So now it looks like now Mallow is a little aggressive now on that back foot because there's no shield. But both know who they have in the back.
Okay, so we've got high health on the Charger Bug here. Mallow's going into the situation with 2 Pokemon in the back versus 1. No shields, but he'll be charged. He'll be charged.
And that's huge because now you get a nice farm down. Does he get the full farm?
He does!
Gets the farm down. You know there's a Crusader in the back who's weak versus Bug. And so, boom, bada bang, the X Scissor comes in. Will Abel use the shield or let it go?
No, the shield will come out. He has to. It's big damage. You can't deny that. We've got the Lantern coming out. He was allowed to get some charge on the Charger Bug. The Lantern will come out, get damage off.
I think that's a great play by Mallow because there's still an X Scissor in the back for end game, charged up. And as well as Lantern's bulky enough to eat at least 1 Grass Knot. And so if he can get as much damage as he can, right when Charger Bug comes in, gets that X Scissor and just keep playing aggressive, honestly.
Dude, this has been a very, very good game for MoeMallow, proving why they won their way through the losers bracket to get here to the championship.
And I like it. I like Mallow being aggressive because it brings that tempo, and it's just so different seeing Abel from a different perspective.
Right.
You know, being aggressive, saving that shield explains why he's legend rank 3,400. But now seeing on the opposite end,
right,
how can someone adapt when things aren't in their favor?
Right. Being down 2-1, Mallow is very used to being in a situation like this, and this will get the W. Let's go.
And you can see them both smiling. Abel sees it. Mallow coming in. You see him with the smiles, and this is gonna lead us into round 5. Oh my goodness. So coming into round 5, 2 wins for Abel, 2 wins for Mallow. If Mallow wins, it will make a bracket reset for the tournament, and we're gonna have to do another 3 out of 5. If Abel wins, Abel will be our first ever Krakenhits Pokemon Go champion.
Let's go, dude. We're going into a really interesting situation. We have already got the swaps out from the first Pokemon. Now we're up with Whiscash versus that Mandibuzz, and again, we are seeing the Mandibuzz from MoeMallow every single game. This has been a core part of the strategy.
And you know what I just realized is that with Mallow tried a bunch of different teams, and the only Mon that Mallow didn't bring into this fight was Clodsire. While Abel was really stuck on the core that Abel never brought in Vigoroth or Dewgong. Abel was swapping out one Mon at a time, but never brought in Dewgong, never brought in. So very strong with Abel's core, and Mallow's been trying about a bunch of different Mons, and honestly, adapting really well.
Adapting very well, although right now we're at kind of a disadvantage up against the Charge Bug here. The electric type moves are going to do a lot. Big damage there, though. We're going to get some charge off, and there we go. This will only mean that Abel will need, 2 more taps in order to get the next move?
Yeah, another 2 more on that Volt Switch should get it to an X-Scissor. And so that would be helpful.
This is going to be an interesting pick here. Goes into the Charge Bug. He's going to try to farm down. No, he's going to take the damage. Going to take the damage here.
That's a great play. Swap it in, and now Charge a Bug on Mallow's, and we'll have two ready for the X-Scissor, and then 1.5 ready for that discharge. Got a nice little farm down.
This is going to be a tough decision for Abel. Mainly because it's just how do you handle the Charge Bug, and then how do you handle the Lantern? Oh, we're going into the Whiscash. Oh, that might have been it.
And that is tough because on this end, Mallow is going double electric with Lantern and Charge Bug,
right,
while Abel's going double ground, having that Whiscash and having that Gligar. So that in itself gives Abel more of an advantage.
And this is probably why we didn't see the Vigoroth and we didn't see the Dewgong from Abel in this tournament, because he was very just convinced that the ground type moves were going to become important later in the line.
Yeah, that's true, and that's a good adjustment for Mallow as well, because keeping that, I was about to say Volby, keeping that, I was like, why did Volby pop in my head? Keeping in that Mandibuzz in there is huge for the core, and I love how Mallow's switching teams so often, using the Mons. That's probably what got Mallow to the championship, being able to adapt mid matches and being like, you know what, I'm gonna throw this in, and you know, it's going to be hard, especially in a best 2 out of 3 tournament.
Right.
You make one move, that's going to cost you a game, and that's going to hurt you a lot. So,
dude, the Lantern goes down here. We're going to see the Charge Bug go for the attack. Will we see a shield from Abel?
You know, Abel loves to keep them shields in the back pocket, and so the X-Scissor comes in and saving that shield for
this is it right here. The Charge Bug won't have any real answers to deal with a ground flying type like Gligar. Even in the shadow form, still very thick, and it's dealing with the ground type move, flying type moves. This is looking like it is over. The shield comes from Abel to make sure that his Gligar does stay alive.
And it comes in, and then after one more dig from the Gligar, which will seal it, they're talking it over. They know how the end is, and honestly, for the first ever Krakenhits tournament, I feel like it was insane. They're getting up to shake each other's hand, all sportsmanship. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, throw a comment. Timbo, Studz.
Bye.
Bye.